Leigh Stocker from Summercrest is back in studio. Good morning, Leigh.
Good morning.
How are you?
Well, do you want the truth or should I lie to you?
I don't know how to answer that. I guess you can give me the truth.
I'm sick of the cold weather. I put on my pants this morning to get dressed for work, and I was like, where'd all the extra space go?
Oh.
In the pants. They're not, it's gone.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, it feels like it's been super cold for the whole month of January. Like, I think typically we would get like 2 weeks in either January or February where it was super cold, frigid, below zero and stuff, and that was it. This, it seems like, since the beginning of January. So I'm not getting out and getting any exercise. And neither is my dog.
Right, right.
So anyway.
Which is an extra benefit of having a dog, is it's forced exercise for the owner.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
I always thought, it's like, especially when I had 2 or 3 dogs, I was like, this is great. I'm up and down, letting them in, letting them out. I don't eat snacks because they're going to sit there, of course, and stare at me and beg. Yeah. So I wouldn't eat, in between meals. That has all changed.
I just saw that look.
Yes, I'm defeated.
Yeah.
So, so I was just noticing that this morning. So that's really what's on my mind today.
Okay. I don't know if you have this problem. Like, my clothes shrink on me. They don't shrink lengthwise, but width-wise.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Mine actually shrink lengthwise, too, because when I widen, all that extra material has to go, it has to rise up to meet the occasion, I suppose.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, no, I'm not thrilled. Even the people at work, they're like, huh.
Oh, stop it.
No, there's one person at work, and I can't, say, she tells me I'm getting a booty. I'm like, really? Finally? I've been waiting for that all of my life.
Well, congratulations.
So, yeah. So, anywho.
I haven't noticed you plumping up at all.
I know.
So.
Well, look at my face.
I'm looking right now. You look normal.
Okay.
You look normal. Now, did you dye your hair? Your hair looks darker.
Would I dye my hair?
You would after I bring it up. Your hair looks darker. Is it a lack of sunshine?
Yes, everything is a lack of sunshine. No, I probably did dye my hair because I get gray. So maybe you should dye yours.
There's not enough dye in the world now.
Yes, there is.
I would look stupid dyed.
You probably would. Men really should not dye their hair. They should just go.
Have you noticed like right here? It's going.
Oh, look at the top, tippy top too. Fortunately for you, you can't see that.
The tippy top is like barren. It's like it's like a desert up there now. It's awful.
I was looking at a picture of my dad the other day, and he had my husband, Brandon, is, I shave his head because he's bald at the top, so we keep it all just gone. So I was looking at, Brandon next to my dad. My dad at 74 still had he lost a little bit because of his chemo, but he still had pretty much a full head of hair. So I am fortunate. I have a lot of hair. It's going to go gray, but at least I don't think it's going to fall out.
I certainly hope not.
So I did dye my hair since you've seen me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, you look youthful-ish.
Thank you.
So, hey, Summercrest. I know that it feels like forever ago that you guys opened up the new wing.
Yes. It has been. October was a year.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? Yeah, it really is crazy. And it's really been, obviously with COVID, it's in the last 2 years that we are now in full-blown COVID. It's really been a roller coaster because we opened up that 28 brand new units right during the middle of a pandemic in which everybody was scared to death to do anything. So it was very quiet for a while. But then, of course, and I've said this before, but since the vaccine came out, it's been pretty busy. But that being said, we still have apartments available. We don't have anything right now in our memory care. We're on a wait list for that. And it always goes in this, it kind of ebbs and flows. Either memory care is super full with a wait list, assisted living is, a little bit quiet, or vice versa, and so I never really know what to expect. And I always say, I'm like, well, once I figure out my job, the whole market changes. So I have to change my strategy. So that's where I'm at right now.
So now, if somebody's interested in getting an apartment at Summercrest, you can do tours now.
Yes, but so I can pretty much do everything we could do pre-pandemic. What I can't do is have people come in for a sit down for a meal. So we can't have extra, and I shouldn't say extra, we can't have people who are not residents in our dining room.
Okay.
And it's, there's just, I guess, there's just too much of a risk with all the interaction that happens that way. But if you are a resident and we're familiar with, you and your habits and this and that, we're feeling pretty safe that residents are, being careful. Mm-hmm. So of course they can dine together, so they can still sit at tables with, multiple people. It's not one person per table. It's 4 to 6 people per table. So everybody's enjoying that. So if you were to come for a tour, I have a lot of people ask me, they're like, oh, can I stay for a meal? Which of course makes sense. You want to see how the food is.
Right.
And plus you want to see how the how the place interacts with, residents and staff, and a mealtime really is indicative of what the atmosphere is typically like in a place like Summercrest. So makes sense that people want to stay for a meal. Unfortunately, they can't. That's the only thing we really can't do right now. I can give tours. Yep. We like to kind of try to limit the size of the tour. I can't have 16 people showing up for one tour.
Right.
But yeah, so it's really is life back to normal. I think, I've been noticing lately, people are just really just need to be people again, this whole can't do anything. I was having breakfast with a friend the other day, and he was like, we haven't gone to a movie in over 2 years, him and his wife, because you go to a movie, people look at you like you're nuts. So, but people are getting to the point where I think that it really doesn't matter anymore. They'd rather be nuts than be restricted by COVID.
Yeah.
So
it's funny too, going out in public is some places have mask mandates and some places don't. And so I'm fully vaccinated and boosted and am in my 3-month immune window.
Right.
So I really feel like I can do anything I want, anywhere I want. Though people don't know that. They look at me and they're like, oh, look at him. He's being rude. He's not wearing a mask.
Right.
But according to medical professionals, supposedly I'm safest right now.
Didn't that say more on the CDC that the regular surgical masks are basically pointless at this point anyway?
Yeah, now they're saying the N95 masks are what they want you to wear. Okay. And I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, and I think we're going to actually travel.
Are you guys?
Yeah, we're going to, we obviously that I had a major health event a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that really has kind of awoken me up to, this is not how I want to live the rest of my life. I'm vaccinated and I'm boosted. Is that the word?
Yeah,
boosted?
I think so. Boosted.
And, so those things should make it so that I can actually live life. That's the whole point, right?
Right.
So we're going to look into traveling. Of course, we have to now look at which countries might have travel bans. Some of them definitely don't. I looked at Costa Rica. I can go there, no problem. Might do that.
If you go to Puerto Rico, you're staying within America.
This is true, but look at America. You go from Newport to New London.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
In Newport, nobody wears a mask. In New London, everybody wears a mask.
Good point.
So,
and you have your passport, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I don't have a passport.
Oh, I got one of those. You don't have a passport?
No.
Why not? How are you ever going to flee the country if you commit a crime?
It's a good point. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that part out yet.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
You don't have a passport, but didn't you and Christine go somewhere?
Puerto Rico.
Oh,
which is America.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I knew you guys went somewhere warm, but I couldn't remember
I want to
where.
go to. The plan had been every 5 years we'll go somewhere
warm.
Great. Or I want to go to Ireland. That's my next.
Yeah.
But COVID's kind of messed up plans, so I don't know if we're still in that 5-year plan. We haven't really discussed it. So
well, you probably should.
I know, Christine. If you're listening, text me. Do you want to go on vacation? So I don't know. But yes, I would need a passport for that.
Yeah, you would need a passport for that. And you know what? You might want to get one quick because, they don't, it's not like you can just walk into the post office and get one in a couple of hours. Right. It takes a long time. I bet you it probably really takes a long time right now because everything takes a long time.
It does.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so maybe we'll go on vacation, live life a little bit, can't just go to work and go home all the time. And that's, I think, what I was doing for many years.
Right. You were being a functional adult.
But yeah, I'm sick of that. That's over.
No more of that.
Yeah, that's just pointless. I mean, look where it's gotten me. One interesting thing that I've noticed since I had my stroke was that I really feel like I don't have any stress anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's very strange, and I don't know why. If that's because I'm just like, whatever happens, because it could all be over tomorrow anyway. I mean, that's my dark side coming out.
Right.
Or
who's this version?
Yeah. Or if it has if it's any residual mental issues from my event. But yeah, like I'm like, okay. That just happened. Nah.
Yeah. I mean, it probably puts things in perspective.
Yeah, I think that's probably really what it does, because it's just a very strange feeling. My girlfriend asked me the other day. She's like, "Oh, are you really stressed out?" I said, "No." Nope, not a bit. And usually I am like this, like I'm in a hurry, I gotta be here. Even if I have like all the time in the world, I'm like, I gotta be there, I gotta go. I wake up in the morning, now I'm like, I just go back to sleep. Except for this morning, I knew I had to be here.
No, I appreciate it.
And then I got downtown, there was nowhere to park. It was crazy.
I know, you walked in, you're like, what's going on in town?
I know.
I don't know.
Who are all these foreigners in town? Every parking spot is taken up in
Why
Newport
you parked
right
where
now.
I park?
Well, you got here at 6 a.m. It probably wasn't like this
5:30,
bustling metropolis that it is now.
No, there was nothing here when I came in. People at the gym, and that was it.
Those crazy people.
I know.
What's wrong with them?
I know. I even bought a gym membership this year.
You did?
I did. They're doing that deal. It's like $22 a month.
Okay.
I'm like, I'll do that.
Have you used it?
Nope. Nope.
What time does the gym open?
It's 24/7. I have zero excuses.
Really?
Yeah.
24/7?
Yeah, you just and you go in.
Interesting, huh?
Zero excuses.
Brandon was going to get a gym membership. Maybe you guys should not go together.
I know, right? I'll text him and be like, you going? Nope.
You want to carpool?
I know, exactly.
So, yeah. So, life is different. It's, I'm at the point where I'm like, well, I went in someplace without a mask the other day. I did feel guilty, as well. And I, as well I should, I suppose. That's what they've trained us to think for the last 2 years.
Yeah, but
So, yeah.
The way I look at it is I follow the signs on the door.
Yeah.
No sign means no mask. Mm-hmm. If there's a sign saying mask, it means wear a mask.
Right.
If it says we recommend you wearing a mask, that doesn't mean it's mandatory, so I'm not going to do it.
Right. Well, see, that makes sense, because you know what you're doing. You're giving a respect to into the business owner's wishes.
Right.
So.
Right. If they say it's recommended, I'm like, okay, I hear your recommendation. I'm not following it.
It's not mandated. Not mandated.
Right.
So,
Meh. It's 9:03 WCLA in Newport. Well, anything else to get on?
No, I mean, really, we didn't really talk about anything.
No,
it's like the Seinfeld show here.
Seinfeld?
Seinfeld. It's just a show about nothing.
There you go.
Anything else to get on? No, right now, if anybody's interested in independent or assisted living, definitely give me a call, 863-8181. Go to our website, summercrest.net, or email me at lstocker@summercrest.net.
All right, Leigh. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Leigh Stocker from Summercrest. Again, 863-8181 and lstocker@summercrest.net.